Hello, survivors! Hello! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. I've just realised you can actually main walkers. I didn't know this. I've got Erica's support character and she's maiming walkers. For some reason I had in my head that you couldn't maim a walker. I mean, I guess it makes sense because... I don't know. Just... Do they actually take maim damage? I don't know. The more you know. Look, she's about to take someone out, right? Yeah. And that was a big hit as well, 124k. Well, damn. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Christian, Saren, Kathy, top 3 of the stream. I do hope you're having a great day. Thank you very much. What's up, Sir Spartacus, Daylight, Bartholomew, Logan, Retland, Sean. Hope you had a good weekend. Nice and relaxing. I had a nap today before my stream. Not a very long one, unfortunately. I went to bed, laid down, look at the clock, and it's like, it was like, I think it was like 2 minutes past 7, which is pretty much an hour and 20 minutes ago. And I had like a 35-40 minutes nap. Not that long. My back was hurting a little bit. I've been busy today. I know it's on the screen still, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's on the screen still. There we go. It's gone. I built my PC today, guys. It is 90% done. Anyone who knows about PC stuff, the only thing I haven't done yet is I haven't put the CPU fan on because it's like a big chunky external one that I bought. I waited till like quite late to put that on, and I haven't hooked up all of the case stuff, like the case wiring for the buttons on the front and the fans. That's pretty much it. And the graphics card is not put in yet, but that takes 2 seconds. But that's pretty much it. I did the hard stuff, the annoying stuff. The power supply's all hooked up, all the cables are in there. It took such a long time to like set up the cables for the SATA drives. It was crazy. Lots of messing around, but 90% done. We're 90% done on the builds. Just need to sort out Windows. I actually made a boo-boo. I didn't buy a CD drive. The one thing I forgot to buy was a CD drive. It's because I never used the one on my current PC, so it didn't really pop into my head. The only time I used the current one on my current PC is when I installed the PC. But I didn't actually get linked to a site where you can get Windows on a USB stick, so I'm probably going to do that. Seems just a bit more nice and easy. Glad everyone made it through this war weekend. Not everyone made it through the war weekend. Some people are still there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think missions are going to reset soon, or they already reset. Rocket missions in a day. So you still got a bit of time to do the raids, guys. I think, is it raids? War battles you're screwed on. So if you didn't get the war ones done, you can't really do it. But there's raid wins with everyone alive, and then SR stages. I don't think you can actually do the SR stages by fleeing. You might have to actually complete it, but you should be able to get another 20 stages. Today's 10, tomorrow's 10. So if you really desperately need to get some, I would do that. That ransack weapon in store doesn't show in anyone's hands that doesn't have an attached weapon. Wait, where am I meant to be looking, Sean? So, Daddy Lockdown, what should we buy? Yeah, we'll look at it in just a second. I'll look at it just a... Rocket Carnage. Rocket Carnage. What's up, Pixie Vamp? Welcome to the stream. Nice on the new PC. Yeah. Yeah. I would call myself pretty proficient at putting PCs together, but they take ages and you don't want to mess it up. So I took my time. Wait, you have a new PC? Why haven't you mentioned this? Starting to get upset about this, actually. He's leaving us out on info. Yeah, definitely. We had a tornado touchdown Sunday and I lost internet. Wasn't able to watch Sunday. Oof. Yeah, glad you're okay. But yeah, that's messed up. I mean, I hope you I know it doesn't really mean much, but like in the grand scale of things, but I hope you managed to get some mooring done. I know outside of Sunday, because yeah, that's rough. Hey, what's up, TK? What's up, Jamie? What's up, Basham? Can't you just take off the CD drive? Yeah. That's what I was gonna do. But when I actually, it's actually TK in chat. I mentioned it to TK, and he linked me to a USB installation of Windows, and I actually figure it's probably better to buy that than to go to my brother's to pick up the CD, because it will cost me almost the same price, the same cost to do that than it will to get the CD off my brother via like travel costs and stuff. And at least this way I've got an installation myself, because obviously I'll have to get it back, and just in case I ever have to reinstall, it seems a bit smarter, you know. But yeah, that was my first thought. I laughed because I could obviously, I had a little bit of a get out of jail free card when it came to just being able to remove it from my other PC, but I was just like, the one thing I forget. Typical. Oh, sorry, I was in the store, wasn't I? I've talked about it before. I like to do this at the beginning of my streams, like do a title for the video and stuff, but I've talked about it before, what I'm getting from this store. I'm definitely getting 3 copies of Stripes, and the 3rd copy I can afford right now. And the reason I'm going to do 3 copies is what I talked about in a previous video, where I'm going to have 2 separate Stripes based on the towers and the amount of waves it is. There is a little bit of an issue with Stripes. I have passed the information on to in PC. It was actually Domo who managed to do that. In terms of the fact that she has a sig move that targets alert characters, and there are alert trait walkers in some towers, and it can actually mess it up. There is another mess up as well, but you have to have already taken the towers one time around. It messes up her AP. I think in the past there was an AP gain on taking towers, but there is now for some reason. So I mean, they could change that as well, where it doesn't add AP to characters when they take towers. It just doesn't seem intentional. So 3 copies of Stripes is what I'm going for. This is when if you're going completely free to play, you'll have enough to get all 5 copies of Stripes plus 1 mod. Or what I'm doing, 3 copies of Stripes, the weapon, because the weapon is actually pretty good. The weapon is pretty good. Forget the first 3 slots. It's a ransack weapon on alert. The weapon's pretty good. But the fact that the first 3 slots are okay as well, maybe not the 3rd slot, but the first, the first 2 slots are fine. The 3rd slot, I'm not really sure what you could do. You could maybe go for AP Drain if you wanted to make it a really good, like, control weapon. You could go for more of an attack style weapon where it would be doing 45% attack against enemies over 50% attack. Over 50% HP, sorry. And just raise the attack to 50%. I would say the 3rd slot is honestly not that great. Not that great. Although it could potentially work on a particular character out there. I can't really... There's no characters that currently work on it, in my opinion. But this would be really good on, like, Andrea. If it had the AP Drain on the 3rd slot. Yeah. And then lastly, I'll get a mod. I'm most likely going to get this mod here. Attack versus fast. Oh, no, wait. I think I've got a bunch of those, actually. I think I'm not sure. This is the maybe I haven't decided on this. Have I got a bunch of these? I might have a... Oh, no, I haven't. I've got a bunch of them on crit set. I'm going to get it because I haven't got many on attack set. So that's what I'm getting. Otherwise, I probably would go for the days. I think my bunch... Yeah, there you go. You can see I've got one normal attack set and then 3 crit set. And I think I've even got 1 crit set unequipped. No? No, okay, never mind. But yeah, so I'm fine on crit set, but get another attack set one, just have a bit of but yeah, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good indeed. Canadian wildlife smoke has returned to Michigan. I mean, it didn't. I read a headline that it reached 50 degrees Celsius in America today, or like in the last couple of days. 50 degrees Celsius. Bro, that's halfway to boiling point. like, and I'm sat here just hoping that, like, I'm hoping that UK doesn't hit 40. You know? I'm hoping that UK doesn't need 40. How many stripes do I need? 3, bro. 3. But you need 2 separate copies. So like one will be grade 5, one will be grade 4. You can check out my video from it's actually 2 weeks ago now. I show how it works when it comes to the towers and stuff. And man, there definitely needs to be a button to be like back to top, back, you know, stuff like that. So she's tough, right? Probably better off just searching for her. So you can't do anything with the single copy. Okay, did I mess up? Oh no, I did grade 5. Can't do anything with the single copy. Like, I can't tear it up. That's fine. You want to give it a weapon without AP? I go over this in much better detail in the video. A weapon without AP that has attack and maybe HP. Like I said, I think I need to build a weapon that has attack and a defensive stat. I think I went with like this one in the meantime. Sort of thing. It's got crit. Now you can level her. You can get her to level 125. That you can see what stats that gives her. It's pretty decent. Another 2.5k HP in defense, another 6k attack. That's going to be enough to like make her tanky. Like, walkers on those stages are not tough. Are not tough at all. And then we replace my second team, or like push my second team down. And then this is going to be another tower team. So we've got fast tower, as it's called, fast tower. Now we've got slow tower. Oops. Now we've got slow tower. Okay. Slow towers are rarer. Generally they're fast towers, but if there is a slow tower, then at least you can just hit auto. I need to level them both. Like, I had an unleveled grade 5 and it did it. And you don't have to level any passives. I went for Tough Nation just for the sake of it. Just to get an extra bit of attack, but you don't have to do that. And that's it. That's it pretty much. Now, the only downside of this is you're not using stripes outside of using her for towers. She isn't terrible. You know, she's got quite decent stuff on her kit, maybe. She hits the entire team. You can maybe use her as quite a good merc killer because she can hit everyone really quickly with like a Laura. She's probably faster to take down an entire team than Heng Yen, because Heng Yen's animation will be a bit, you know, if you really want to go for speed here. But personally, I see her as a tower team character. What's the difference between... one's 66 and one's 55. So, the top one will do a rush. It will do basic attack, basic attack, basic attack, rush. 20 AP per turn. 55 AP. It'll take 3 turns to get to 55 AP. It'll be 20, 40, 60, but 60 will be the rush because it's 55. turn 4 rush. And in that time on the fast towers, all the walkers should be on the screen. You can check my streams in the weekend because I was using that stripes. The slow towers is slightly different. It'll be 4 basic attacks, then rush, and it's when it takes 4 turns for the walkers to get onto the screen. Like I say, I went into this into really much better detail in my previous video about it. But yeah. Tech said she's slower for him. Slower than who? I didn't find out I was using. It's just all about the animations. It's all about the animations. Her only use is for towers, nothing more. I mean, that's her primary use for sure. 128 F in Vegas. The new sphere is sweat. I've seen that sphere. It's kind of weird, right? It's been 98 a week. What's up, Handa, as well? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Cygnus? I bought the weapon already. Not upgraded it yet, though. Have you got any thoughts on who you're going to use it on? Or is it like one for the future? Was happy to view your strikes vid. Better towers before I claimed any. Nice. More attack for people over 50% attack. Does that count buffs? No. More attack for... No. I know you're trolling me right now, but the one where you get 45% attack when attacking enemies of over 50% HP. That's the one I was talking about. Death Valley always gets really hot. 50C. Yeah, apparently it's like getting tourists go there just to experience the crazy heat. It's like, why? What's up, Jamie? Just to quickly continue our chat from Discord, I know you said to wait till nearer the end, but only issue is that it goes from 15 to 20 on day 6. What does that mean? It goes from 15, 20 pounds on day 6. Are we talking about the we're talking about this? Where is it? This, yeah? It's talking about the pink candle. The price will go up. I'm assuming the price will stay the same the entire time. The candle goes up in price after 6 days. Where does it say that? Oh, okay. Alright. I mean, then I'd buy it on the web portal then. Make sure you buy everything on the web portal. Right now, there's 2 missions on the web portal. There's 2 missions on the web portal. And if you buy stuff, it will count towards both missions. One gives ultra tokens, one gives advanced tokens. So if you're going to buy this and the next, like, let's say the next battle pass, you could buy them in the same mission. Because I think one lasts 8 days and one lasts 10 days. So it's just extra stuff. $12.99, how comes it's cheaper? Why, what's yours? Oh, Google Play is cheaper than Apple, yeah. I think, yeah, Google Play is cheaper than Apple. I'm on Google Play. I think if you go to, Amazon, I think is even cheaper. Not by much, but maybe like 10%. But if you buy it on the web portal, I think you get the cheapest possible price. I think it's $15 on the web portal, so that's like 12, 13 quid. Death Valley, yeah. Rocket Abe is 6-star. You can't use in towers. Yeah. I use Rocket Abe and Lily for the time. Yeah, you definitely can't use Rocket Abe. And this new one is the new. This new one is the new Rocket Abe. The only way you're going to be messing up on this is if you're not hitting the rush at the exact right time. If you're rushing early, right? Look, I showed this in an example. This is the stage you can do it. 16.4, you can just test it out, right? You can test it out because these feel faster than towers do. Like, they'll all come onto the screen faster, but you can see the timing, right? So if we hit auto, we'll do it ×1. So it'll do 3 basic attacks. 1, 2, and then 3. And then against the tower, that's when they'd all come onto the screen. That turn that they just took is when they'd all get onto the screen. And then on auto, obviously she's just going to rush and kill the entire thing. If you've got AP on her weapon, she'll rush a turn earlier before they're all on the screen. And then you'll have to take a basic attack to finish it off, and then it will mess up the auto on the next wave. So you have to have no AP again on the weapon. And then that's how it'll work. And this is definitely faster than Lily. Just because Lily's animations are kind of broken, because she double attack rampages. Unless you've got a different rampage weapon on her. Right. It's much quicker. Much quicker. Just because of the animations of Lily's double attacks. And the fact that she rushes and it's a multi-hit again. Do you remember those roadmaps where, like, we had 10 minutes to complete it or something? Or, like, 10 minutes per, like, key we used. And we got to do as much as we could. Characters that had multi-attacks like Lily were actually not beneficial. They're actually bad. I'm using Dante, PK, Mr. Lou, and Jesus 2K. Yeah, but again, like, that's going to be slower. Because you're not killing them all on the same time. Like, the turn that the last walkers walk onto the screen, you're not killing them that turn. You're still making, like, you're still catching up. Like, it's the same team I used to use. I've still got it there. You know? I did use this team a little bit because of the whole, if there's an alert character on the tower, you can't use the other team, but it is definitely slower. Like, I was getting towers in under 30 seconds with this team. Do you still do the previews for the next BP? I mean, I still do live streams. I do a live stream video to just check out the next BP, yeah. They're not as high. Let's just put it this way. The BP is not as hype as it used to be, guys. The BP is not as hype as it used to be. I'll go ahead and say, like, I used to stream the BP getting released, and I used to have 250 viewers, and people were hyped to actually see the BP get dropped. Because what Scopely used to do was they used to keep the weapon info hidden, and they were going to stop publishing it. And I said, like, this is honestly, like, massive for my streams. And they purposely didn't publish it just for me. Like, because they actually asked me if I wanted to keep it hidden. And I said, well, it's great for me. And they didn't publish it for me. Because those streams were massive. In terms of the publish, like, people just wanted to see the publish of the weapon. And that was for about, I'd say that's for, like, close to 10 BPs. And that was honestly one of the most hyped times for me in Battle Pass, in RTS. But then it's kind of fallen off, and then obviously we have the weapon already published now. So it's just, there's no hype around Battle Pass at all anymore. Zero. Unfortunately. But yeah. But yeah, if you want to buy that candle, I guess, buy it sooner rather than later. I don't know if you remember me ages ago, quit in April, but came back, used to be a 60s. I think we actually talked about you recently, Jamie, like 2 weeks ago. Do you still get, oh yeah. I got kicked for showing that team. We've been using that team since Wasted Potential days almost. I mean, I haven't been using that team since Wasted Potential, but I like, people were telling me to use that team since Wasted Potential, and I'm kind of just lazy with getting certain teams together. I just used Lily, and Lily was legit. Not gonna lie, Lily was legit. I am sad that she isn't like super legit as she was, but yeah. No, it just came up with like some of the old players that was around. That was all. There's nothing too crazy. Did anyone see that offer? I think I showed it on my stream, right? It was such a nice offer. I was mentioning it to Jamie. It was an offer for gold mythic tokens, and it was 450,000 gold mythic tokens, so 45 pulls. There we go, that's it, right? Yeah, look at that. I think it's slightly more expensive here, actually. But that offer's not too bad. I think before it was £22, so it was actually cheaper than this. I think it was cheaper than this. I could be wrong. I think it was $21.99, and I think you got Paragon mods in it as well, not... Yeah, I think it was 22. You got 450k, plus you got 2 Paragon mods, and not the silver tokens here. But yeah. Do you still get the reduced prices on the web store, or is it just in game? I mean, you could check the web store. You can just kind of check their web store and see. But I think the web store prices are in line with Google Play. But then you on the web store you get milestones for spending. You know, you get milestones for actually spending. So it's pretty decent to spend on there if you're going to spend. Pretty decent. Did anyone pick up this current battle pass? I don't think the weapon in this one was very good. I didn't actually preview this battle pass either. If events don't drop at the right time in the info, I don't preview them because it's too late by the time I get to it. I think the current weapon is something weird like when attacking, get focus. Something like that. I got it. If it was like at the beginning of every turn, get focus, maybe, but like when attacking, it's just like. It's questionable. Just a little bit, you know? Just a little questionable. But yeah, Tex, I'm going to be honest. The reason I never accepted offers from some of the top factions that have messaged me, like I generally, after Warrior Champions, people message me because they tune into my stream more. And then they, like, I came up against some of the top, like, 10 and top 15 factions in the Warrior Champions when we were with Wasted Potential. And I was blitzing through some of their teams. And then a couple of them offered, like, oh, you should come and join us. You know, we're top 15 Warrior Champions. But the reason I don't is because of the exact same reason the issue you faced is the fact that they don't really want me to show stuff. They also don't want me to stream when we're warring if it's like proper big deal. You know? Even though 90% of the reason that these players are good are based on the fact that they've got better weapons. You know? Better mods. It's less about the characters. The characters is like the really easy part to get. It's the other stuff. Like if I started today in the game today and then they released a wheel with every character on it and I pulled and pulled and pulled to get every single character, I would be way behind still. Lieutenants are way behind. So like forget about lieutenants. Weapons are way behind. Mods way behind. That's the massive issues. I didn't got the weapon, haven't used it yet. I can't really think who's it like proper good, good on. Is there any chance you could do a demo of the team I'll be using? Trader, Kenny, Titan, Henny, Carol? I mean, I can try. I can't remember how to properly attack. I didn't got the weapon, haven't used it. Okay, let me finish this roadmap. I think I did. Okay, I just did. The weapon. The weapon is fast. It looks kind of cool. It looks kind of cool. It reminds me of Jeremiah, like a Jeremiah blade. When attacking, 50% chance this fighter gets focus and heals for 30% of their max HP for 2 turns. It just doesn't like you compare it to like stun on attack, you know? Healing stun. Healing focus just doesn't sound as good. If it was like healing confuse, yo. If it was like, I think taunt is probably too powerful, but like healing confuse. I mean, even like healing impair, healing for days. But healing focus is just like, because it realistically is only a 1-turn focus, because it buffs your next turn only, because the turn that you get it is one of those 2 turns. So it isn't like that powerful when it comes to the focus side of things. Unless a character gets like, when this character has focus plus 100% attack, which I think they could probably like invent, this weapon would become nuts. And that's what they need to do. I reckon they've never done that in RTS really, is like create weapons that are slightly promo. This is a $10 weapon, but slightly promo. And then, yeah. I mean, like, the last battle pass was the first battle pass I bought in forever. And it was just because it had the tried and trusted weapon that I already knew was good from Faction Assault. Which I can't seem to see. It's probably actually not high grade, is it? So I think I had to replace something on it. So it's tried and trusted. It's a little bit less attack on the top end, but yeah. Now, healing impair, healing daze. That'll be tried and trusted. I know how healing stun works. So yeah. You want me to test out that team? Focus heal. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome in. I think I've replaced one of my teams here. The weapons in League Shop are from past events and BP. One's brand new. Kali's weapon's brand new. The Laura weapon is a returning weapon. We don't use this team. We don't use this team. So again, this is where the problem comes in, is because I can put the same characters in as you, but the weaponry I've got is going to be way better than yours. What's the other characters? Titan. Why did I do that? Titan. Was it Titan? Henny, Carol. Okay. Okay, we'll put Carol over here. And like, I'll be able to use this team to a bit of a higher standard than you because of it. Now, obviously, I wouldn't use Carol. I would use Sophia. Sophia's better than Carol, but you're not going to have Sophia. We want to put in Kenny. And then I'd use her as well. So I'd replace her with her. And then I'd probably replace Kenny with Sophia. I mean, this is a team I have kind of used a couple of times, to be honest. Like, this was a mainstay team for me for ages. Just not Heng Yan and Kenny. It was well, I've still got it. Raven and Sophia. It's a Blitz team. I still use it all the time. Weaponry. This is an event weapon. Really good on him. Faction assault weapon. Really good on Heng Yan. This guy, battle pass weapon. Where is it? Or you could use the weapon here if you wanted to. Get a lot of attack that way. I'm going to use the battle pass weapon. Isn't it his pistol? Kenny's murderous Glock. That's rare, right? It's rare that people use their own weapon and it's good. Here we're going to use ransack weapon. Doesn't matter what it has, it's just as long as it's got ransack. And then here we can use the impair weapon. So like this is the difference. A lot of people in chat can probably make this team, right? A lot of you can make this team, but not a lot of you can do what I just did with the weapons. And that's going to be the issue I think most people will have. Titan is not an animal. No need to snarl when saying his name. Did I snarl? Did I? Focus, heal, and attack. Attacking, the character gets focus and heals 30% most CP turns. Yeah. Deal 400% attack when enemy is below 25% HP. Yeah, I don't like that personally. Let's do friendly duel. I'll just put in my own defense. Because it's kind of like a reasonably standard one. Reasonably. I think what's his name's going to struggle against this, Kenny, because Kenny, you will not crit. It's all way down, isn't it? There it is. Let me see if I've got him modded. We do indeed. We do indeed. I was thinking about Corvus one. Right. 4 slot attack damage boost. Attacks deal 20% damage and ignore 20. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay. So first off, we have to normalize the second one, right? Then we should be able to blow this one up. Which is nice. And then we could try the risk. But I'm not going to try the risk. I'm going to try to confuse. I'm going to get impaired. I can feel it. This is where Laura comes in, because I could have literally just commanded Kenny just now. Yeah. But what can you do? What can you do, guys? What can you do? Man, he is a bit of a tanky boy, isn't he? Any mate. Has he got no, he doesn't. Attack Kenny. Nice. Is Akira better than Laura? They're just different. They're just different. They're just different. I'm gonna get someone get revived, I'm guessing. Wait, why did we... That's awkward. See, Kenny he just doesn't hit crits. He just doesn't hit crits. Do you remember when Kenny could blow up teams? It's not like he hasn't got attack here, guys. He's got 120k attack. He just can't do any damage anymore. It's mad. Man, do you know how weird it feels not to have a command? It feels so weird. It feels bizarre, man. I wouldn't use Kenny personally. I honestly wouldn't use Kenny. Easter Eva's probably better if you have her. She's better. She'll rush faster as well. I'll switch them around. Easter Eve is better. Just cover more bases that way. Kuvli, Mobility, really. Oh, we don't have the ransack. We do. We do. Oh, the defense down landed in the most amazing spot. The absolute most amazing spot. You know, I think you could defend on Easter Eve turn 1 to not risk any weapons. Because she should get a natural rush. As long as she doesn't get attacked twice. Yeah, there it is. And then with her, like, you can just start the clean up a little bit. Still not good though, in terms of speed. Laura makes such a massive difference. I haven't attacked without a command in so long, guys. It's been so long. Can I get a crit? Thank you. I do thank you. I said defense down for only 1 turn. Is it really only defense down for 1 turn? So she's not even setting up her own rush. That seems messed up, guys. Does anyone else think that's messed up? Man, without Sophia and Laura, it's mad. It'd be mad. Okay, we just should be able to just get this done. Although she's so tanky, man. So tanky. We'll get there. I've only got a single Easter Eva. Yeah, it's the last slot you're gonna have troubles with. You can see, like, it starts really well. It's the ending. The ending's not there yet. I mean, we took out 3 characters in the first 2 turns. Not too bad. I mean, that's a pretty free-to-play team. The defense is coming up against is free-to-play too, but yeah. Maybe Nor's not so free-to-play. I don't know how you want to see Nor. Sorry. Is Akira better than Laura? It really depends. There are certain teams that you can't use Akira against very easily, like Stars teams, Princess teams, not very easily. I still tried. I still did. If you check my war stream from Sunday, I used my burn team more on Sunday. So I did try. And that has Akira in it. And then obviously Wang Fa teams. There's a lot of teams actually. There's a lot of teams. But I still tried. I tried. You know I tried. I didn't steal it. Are you kidding me? The one thing we didn't steal, guys. The one thing. What's his AP now? The one thing we didn't steal. How can I do 2 attacks with a ransack and not steal the Halo? Is it because I got Halo from somewhere? Huh. Could be. It could be. Hopefully the metal will change shortly and I can catch up quicker like that. Do I think my burn will be higher now? 78. That's still that low. I'll just do this. We'll just do this. Haha! But yeah, I'd say that team that I used there is I think it's just missing one character. Now, if I wanted to make it a really good team, I just put in one particular character in that team. You can't get that character at the moment. You can't get that character, unfortunately. So I'll go up against my defense again, and I'll just put in one character that's different. I'll even leave in Carol. What character am I putting in instead of Eva, guys? I know most people will probably guess. But what character am I going to put in instead of Eva? To be really good at damage. And what was I missing in that particular team was a line damage. I got Akira ×5 on one pool. Oh yeah, definitely. Just put him in. Just put him in. Ta-da! First guess. It isn't really a hard quiz. It wasn't a hard quiz. It was a pretty easy one. Definitely that's Raven. That's Raven all over the shop. All over it. And you also missed Raven's thing, unfortunately. Her a good weapon was in the store for her. Okay, that could have gone better. That could have gone better. But look, this is what Raven does. It's just monumental. She doesn't even have to crit and she hits her for 300k. It's just disgusting. It's just horrendously disgusting. Ew. She's just not she's a promo, so promos just aren't anywhere. They kind of messed it up, to be honest. They kind of messed it up. So yeah. Raven, I think. I'm going to go ahead and say this, guys. People might think otherwise. I think Raven's the best damage dealer in the game right now. I think she's even better than Tyrese. Tyrese, what makes Tyrese good isn't his damage. It's the other stuff. He does good damage, but it's the other stuff. Raven's just crazy good damage, man. She can't be matched. I don't know why, Logan, but that comment got blocked. Won't there be any will? I mean, they could rerun Raven, 100%. They definitely could rerun her. They have rerun her in the past. They do rerun wills from time to time. But yeah. Wasn't Spain hitting 60? I don't know, Sparkus. You typed the same comment again, Logan, and it actually blocked it again. 1 second. If you're ever unsure if you're behind the live stream or not, guys, you just go onto your volume control, and there's a little light next to the word live near the volume control. If it's red, you're watching it. If it's grey, you're behind. If you want to catch up, you just click the word live, and it just will catch you up to the live stream. It will go red to say, hey, you're now watching the live stream. But to answer your questions, guys, Sir Spartacus, I've got no idea. I know that southern Italy was crazy. Big issues in southern Italy. Yeah, and Sean, the only reason I assumed you were behind, Sean, is because you said Raven like a minute later, but not that far behind. Not too far behind. Not too far behind. No, I can still see it. I can still see it, Rogan. I'm allowing it. It's just YouTube is blocking the comment, and it's saying this comment could be a problem. Do you want it to be posted in your chat? I don't know why it's saying that, because what you're saying is absolutely fine. A lot of the time it happens if someone says like blocked words. I've got a block words list where if someone says particular words, they it gets brought, like it gets filtered for the moderators. YouTube has its own block word list, so if they say particular words, it will get like filtered and for the moderators. And then sometimes there's just weird ones. Like YouTube has one where it's if you type the word subscribe in chat, it actually filters your comment, because unfortunately there are people who think that the best way to get subscribers is to go on other people's channels while they're live streaming and say subscribe to my channel. Oh, good. I remember I've had people come onto my channel while I'm live streaming and said, someone's gone, hey guys, come watch my live stream. I'm streaming right now. I'm just like, what? I mean, what world do you think that would work? And then I bring up their live stream just to check what they're streaming, and they're streaming like Mario Kart. And I'm on RTS. Weird, right? Did they block this? YouTube sucks. No, but you might get blacklisted. You're going in a list somewhere. Winter Harrison is a good multi-hit decap. I'm going to go ahead and say it. This might be an unpopular opinion, and I know there are some people who can utilize him to a very high standard. I don't like Harrison at all. I like one of his passives. I don't like him at all. The guy does not seem to hit very hard at all. Now, that being said, there is a new weapon that he could probably utilize very nicely. I haven't tested him out with it. The whole like extra attack on stunned targets. He could probably utilize that really nicely. But I just don't like him. I just straight up just don't like Harrison. And I think it's more about play styles. I think everyone has a good character out there that they just don't like to use. Let's be fair, Mario Kart is a very good game. It wasn't even, I think it was like, it looked like it was, he had it linked up to his like handheld. It wasn't even like on a PC or like an actual proper system. I think it literally looked like he was playing on a handheld, which is fine, but it was weird. Is Agent 47 a safe pick for Deep Cap? He's kind of in the middle. Again, it is Styles. He's very good. He's a solid decap. Like he's a definite decap. But I still think Raven's better than him. Even though Raven isn't a guaranteed decap, her damage is unparalleled. Unparalleled, especially if you have the right weapon. If you bought that weapon in the Battle Pass, like League Store, like 3 or 4 League Stores ago, it is so good. I haven't had much success with Harrison either, and I tried to Hard to make him work. Ezekiel is garbage. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've used Ezekiel a bit. I don't think he's bad, but I've seen some people swear by him. Like he's 100% like an amazing character. And then obviously there are some people who just can't get him to work at all. I do have a crit mod on him with like Paragon crit mod, so mine's crits quite a lot. But there's so many teams out there that have crit reduction and stuff now, and there's tanks that obviously have crit reduction. It's just like it's hard to actually do it. And because he's not support, he just isn't like top tier. He seemed like a little bit of a bait character, in my opinion, where they knew he wasn't great, but the fact that he had the flashy new specialist skill was like, yo, sort of thing. And don't get me wrong, it is kind of cool. It is kind of cool. He could have a comeback. That's the thing. Having him in your roster is not necessarily a bad thing. He could have a comeback against some other team. Like, I reckon this character is probably good against Denise teams. Probably good against Denise teams. The only problem is he attacks against what's her name? He attacks against Princess. So he's going to cleanse his own thing. They're almost definitely going to bring out a non-targeted, a non-damage dealt normalize at some point, as in like a signature move that just like targets someone and normalizes them for one turn. Although, does that even work? Does that even work? Has anyone tested that out? It doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work. Because I've tested it on this dude. Where is he? Titan. When I did the test on him, he normalized first, then did the damage. But the cleanse came in before the attack hit. When I did my preview for Princess. So even if you do non-casted normalize, it still will always cleanse the normalize, no matter who attacks afterwards, unless you attack with someone like Sophia, because you might not know this. This is a little bit of a bypass for Princess. Carl, who does deal damage, doesn't cleanse Princess. Only characters that do attacks. So only characters that can hit crits can get the cleanse to proc. If you get normalized to land on her and you do Carl Sig move, she'll never cleanse it. She'll never cleanse it. And then he'll get extra attack because they've got a debilitating status effect. What crit? Not crit set, I just have a crit mod. Like I think I had or have. I've been resetting his weapon like crazy. Just that 75 crit chance. He doesn't need damage. Random burn mod. He doesn't need damage. I'd probably better do him bleed, right? Actually. So I just put a crit chance on him. I've been trying to get pain spread on his weapon for ages. But we have had no fortune. I mean, I must have crafted that like 20, 30 times at least. At least, you know? At least. Sergeant John. Commander John. Raven, Harris, and Hengyan and Vance getting good. The only problem is there's barely any control in that team. You're relying fully on like Vance taunt line. Like you're gonna have a lot of trouble with Eris with that team. But I mean that doesn't mean it's bad, it just means you've got to be aware of that. Like I personally don't like having more than 2 damage dealers because generally you're going to run out of control. That's why I like Raven even more, honestly, because she brings control to the table as one of the heaviest damage dealers in the game, which is cool. I haven't... yeah. I don't know what it is. Harrison just doesn't work for me. I like Zeke being taunted into Princess. She doesn't seem to cleanse it. Huh. She should. She should. She should. I'm just sitting here just like, she should. She should cleanse it. Getting a character that normalizes for the rest of combat because they are going in that from a character's trailer. Nah. I don't think we're gonna we won't get taunt for the rest of combat because that's too OP. Because there's constant AP gain there. We'll come back to this in a second. I just want to try out one thing. Oh, he's a support character actually, isn't he? Huh. Okay, I'll make my other team my defense. And then we'll attack with my... How many supports are in here? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, well, let's just attack it anyway. He didn't get taunted. Oh, it's because I've got taunt resist from something. Is it because of Zeke? Why have I got taunt resist? Is it because of Marcus? 60% taunt resist. And all winter hero kingdom ones get 60% of the days resistance. So you're saying it's not going to proc? No, it did proc. For a second, for a split second, I thought she hadn't got any, because she didn't have any bide meter. I was like, huh, but obviously she hit me with bide. So there's that. Shiva is the new story map. Maybe a tease. We talked about it before, guys. We talked about it before. Look. I should make a little video on this for fun. This guy. Talked about it in one of the previous streams. They released Eric, and then in the background was like Star Wars Aaron. And then we had Aaron get released like a little bit later. Same sort of deal. We've had one tease. I know, actually we had another one, right? Who did we have? They were released almost exactly the same time though, so it didn't really count. Andrea, Carl. And then we had Carl Andrea, right? And then recently, we've had Zeke Shiva. And this, the chair that is standing on is actually the chair from the other character, Richard, that I previewed last week for the next war season. So it's like the kingdom chair. Paddy Rosita. Alright, yeah, Paddy Rosita and Abraham. But they came out at exactly the same time. Is she in hers? I guess she is. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there's more. There are more. I think... Wasn't it like Skybound X2? Why is it only showing me him? Why is it showing me him? And no one else. Have I messed something up somehow? This is weird, right? It's because they've got a skill called Skybound. I had it all on, so I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, I'll just scroll down. I think it was one of these characters. Was it Tyrese himself? Yeah, like in the background, you could see other characters. And they didn't release the info on these characters when they did the Mythic Trial. They had Tyrese, and they had Jesus. I think that was it. And I think maybe Eugene, because those three were released at the same time. And in the background, you can see there's Martinez at the top right, bottom left there's Axel. But in the background on the bottom right, you can kind of see it, but there is a Carl there. And he was like, I guess he's on his board, but you just can't see the board. I guess you could say maybe it's a Walker, but I think that's more of a Carl, right? It looks like more of a Carl to me. So we could. I think it's almost definite. Like they're not gonna pass up bringing out a Shiva. What will they call her though? If they call Ezekiel Emperor Ezekiel, what would they call Shiva? Protector Shiva. Queen Shiva. True, I could do like Queen Shiva. Maybe there's something to do with tigers. Is there? I mean, a King of the Jungle, I guess. Queen of the Jungle. Yeah, okay. Kind of is the. I mean, actually, tigers aren't the King of the Jungle, are they? That's lions. But it's a like a is it a faux pas? I think it is called. Like lions don't live in jungles, so it's just like. That's copyright from Mortal Kombat. What is? Queen Shiva? Nah, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. Like they could even call a character in this game Raiden, you know? Wait. They could. Did I say they could? My bad, one sec. What I meant to say was they did. So you can't copyright names like that. You know? You can't copyright names like that. It's very hard to copyright names. Especially when it comes to like because someone could bring out a movie with like 500 characters and just copyright all their names, and then people can't use those names for the next movies and stuff like that. It just can't happen. Or Amiga because Alpha is the male. Nah, Alpha isn't a male. It's just the leader, and that's Wolves, isn't it? I think maybe it's generally a male. I don't know though. And Amiga isn't that basically like the outcast of a wolf group? I'm not actually sure how that works, to be honest. Okay, we're just gonna get through this. I'm gonna use my new. Oh no, wait. We need to do some crafting. I forgot. Getting distracted. Let's do the Ezekiel weapon. Let's see if we can get finally lucky. Got a lot of Ezekiel weapons apparently. Wait, not as many 5-stars though. Yeah, there we go. I think it's this one. Yeah. Shere Khan. Johnny Cage. Liu Kang. I used to love the announcer voice. Liu Kang. Fight. Finish him. I didn't really play it that much, but I used to love the announcer voice. Okay, let's see what happens. I've been getting a bunch of these. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Clones. Are we finally going to get the clones? Empress. Yeah, I guess you could do Empress. Boo. What's up, Steve? Welcome to the stream. Boo. You get 4 tries at this at minimum. 4 tries minimum. Alpha and Omega lead the group. I don't think Omega leads. I don't think that's true. Alpha's first and Omega's last. That's what Alpha and Omega means. It means like from the beginning to the end. I'm pretty sure that's what Alpha and Omega means, right? Beta is second. That's why Alpha and Beta from Whisperers, you know? Reset. Reset. Eighth anniversary Shiva seems more like the amount of thought Scopely would put into it. I mean, we did talk about that as well. I don't think that would be a bad hit. But from my perspective, if I was Scopely, I personally wouldn't do it. Like straight up. If I was thinking about it like smart, I would 100% do a promo. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. If you make Shiva even half decent and make her a promo, you're generally going to make bank because it's Shiva. You know? Like, Ghost was good, right? But I reckon he sold more copies because he was a wolf than if he was just like... If it was Earl. Let's be honest. If it was Earl, not as many people would have been interested as much as Ghost was good. But because Ghost was a wolf, it was that kind of yo situation. Yo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on, bro. This guy needs a slap, bro. Reset. Okay, let's see. I might have a crate. I do, but is this the thing? I mean, I guess it is. We'll do 2 more crafts then. Add. Craft. Hey, what's up, Moon? Welcome to the stream, man. Okay, we get a crate. We get a crate. I know what score it has to go to, so I just know I haven't got it straight away. It feels bad. It feels kind of bad. And then green smoke. Of course, mate. Of course. Can I craft those pieces that I need? No. Oh no, I can. I can craft 12. And probably more, honestly. The thing that I miss is some weird looking thing, which I can also craft. Right. But the thing that this needs to craft. Did I say craft? We don't need to craft. Where we're going, we don't need crafts. Dun, 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 dun. Proper nerd. I know. Did you... Oh, sorry, I'm going for cleanse. I've done this before, you know. I've actually done this before. Who did I do this on? Didn't I do this on someone before? Didn't I do this on... I think I did this when I tried to do Trader's Weapon once upon a time. Fortunately, we didn't get it. Imagine I got it. I'm like, yeah, we finally got it, guys. And it's cleanse. I actually even said, we're going for the cleanse, my brain. I did what I was saying I was doing, but it isn't what I should be doing. Fortunately, we didn't get it. Fortunately, we didn't get it. Because otherwise, it would have been a proper facepalm moment. Facepalm. Zeke. I mean, you can do alert as well, right? Facepalm. Maybe El was being a good guy. It's like, nah, bro, I know you don't want it. I know you don't want it. Good guy, El. Oh, damn, now I need to craft something else. Perfect. 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 Maybe I need to be able to open more than 100 of these. I wonder why it's limited to 100. Guess it just is, you know. Okay, we can make 56. And long press does not work still here. I stand corrected. Alpha is both the leader, male and female. Beta are the others, and the lower and middle is Sigma being the outcast. Yeah, that's it. Sigma is the outcast, but Omega is like the worst in the groups. I knew some sort of hierarchy was there, but outcast walls don't really exist because it's kind of weird. They're just kicked out, but they will join another group. They won't be like, you don't get lone wolves. Lone wolves don't really exist because they die. It's kind of like, I nearly said something. I won't. I'll refrain from saying this because this one's a bad one. I want to say it so bad. I'm gonna say it. It's kind of like it's kind of like old fat people, you know. They don't exist, and there's a reason for it. There's a reason. And that was honestly one of the motivators for me losing weight, because when someone told me that, I was like, wait, you're right. There's no overweight people in old people's homes. Okay, here we go. Pain spread is there, yeah, good. He's gonna get it and be so mad. Well, glad I spoke. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I appreciate it. I do appreciate. I nearly clicked cleanse again there. Now, are you sure that's the right Zeke weapon? Yeah. That one I'm sure about. I'm questioning everything now. A wolf alone can't survive because... Oh! But yeah, see, time to perfection. I did it. Everything was on purpose. It was all on purpose. It took long enough. I'll say this is like 40, 50 goes. Brutal. And you know what's about to happen, guys? I'm going to miss the crit on the attack. And it's not going to be a crit. It's going to be a non-crit. And it's not going to be attack, sorry. It's going to be crit. You just know it. You just know it. So I'm going to swap this out for crit chance. And you 100% know this is not going to crit. I just know it already. Earl's just that dude. Earl's that dude. Why have I only got one of the things? No green smoke. Oh, thank you, Earl. I don't mind not critting the next one. But there's something about not hitting the initial 30 that makes the weapon absolutely disgusting to look at. Like 33%, it's just kind of like, oh. But, 27. Oh, 29. Oh, can't have that. Can't be having that, I'm afraid. Despicable. Okay. Let's open some boxes. Surely I've got crates here. But 33 is like, people, when someone sees 33, they know what's happened. And they're kind of just like, oh, poor guy. When someone sees 27 or a 29, people, it don't work. The brain just can't compute that, and it just doesn't. It's like, just why? Why does this exist? Okay, I'm gonna just blowtorch it just for the sake of it. I called out. Wait, yeah. Yeah, there we go. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew part of it was gonna happen. It makes sense. It makes sense. It went up in tier, so I can't really complain. It looks a bit prettier. Get a bit more crit. So it's got 117 crit. Sorry, he's got 117 crit base, which gives him, I'm gonna guess, 117 crit is probably like 65% chance to crit, 70% chance to crit. And then like 2 1535s next to him, or at least one, will probably give him an extra 5%. Minus 33, yeah. It's filthy, it's filthy. There's not much you can do. You can't reset at that point. This is the thing that I've never understood with the game. Is now I'm never gonna change it, right? Right? I'm not going to reset that for 2 crit. But I might spend extra resources to make that 35. It's weird that they haven't given me the option to do that. You know? To like fix... Like you see those 3 green dots on the left? It should be like 3 upgrades. But if you miss an upgrade full potential, you should get the chance to like max that full potential. I mean, that would be the game in an ideal world, but yeah. Mine has attack. I mean, I guess you want to nuke a little bit. Bet you can't do that again. Reset and try. You know what I'm gonna do, Steve? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, we did find a weapon. We did find a weapon. While I remember, 4-star. Tough HP defense. We found this, but the third slot, we want to make the third slot something else. I think we want to make the third slot Where did it go? I swear it was here. Oh no, there it is, sorry. Bonus, random bonus attack. So we want a non-crit. So we're not going to use crit. We'll use success. No crit. Blowtorch. And we want to get the second from top one. I don't know why I couldn't see it. Random bonus attack. That's what we want to get. See if we can get lucky. Okay, no crit, that's good. Random bonus attack. Random bonus attack. Yes! Hallelujah. Now we upgrade it to 5-star. And now, what we want to get is the 4th one, heal reduction. For that we do need a crit. If I get tough HP right now, guys, we get the crit, heal reduction, heal reduction, heal reduction. I think heal reduction. Just gonna go ahead and I've got the smuggest look on my face right now. Like, to get 1 in 4 twice. I mean, the second one is not as big because obviously the tough HP is the hardest one to get, but I've got the smuggest look on my face right now. Now we do defending AP. We'll increase it. We'll increase it. Defending AP. This is such a strange weapon, guys. Such a strange weapon. Ah, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. And then the last upgrade, we'll just do a 5% on the HP. So beautiful. Look at that beautiful weapon right there. Who's that weapon going on? I mean, I've told people who that's going on, but who's that weapon going on? Because it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. So now we get heal reduction. I already had heal reduction on this weapon. But we are also going to cheese the huge bonus to AP when being attacked that Moon does. The random bonus attack is going to buff his burn, which is going to be kind of interesting. It's going to buff his burn. So let's have a little test of that. If I buff his burn, let's put in that team there. So the attack went to Trader, probably not the best. But normally the burn is around 50k with this team. And now, okay, maybe it's less than 50k. I mean, if someone's getting 40% attack, it's obviously less. Like, how did the 100% attack land on him? Is that from Akira? Start of each turn, a random teammate gets it. Why is it only 46k burn that I'm getting right now? That seems well. I mean, maybe I'm thinking of a different team. Let me use it on my other team, because my other team I know the kind of numbers it gets, and it also has better damage dealers. So like this one. So funny. Like, no matter who it lands on here, it's always going to be good because everyone's got crazy high attack. And if it lands on... Because now he's giving out 2 buffs. I wonder... Hopefully one can't overwrite the other, though. 100%, 50%. It looks like you can override. Oh, maybe I didn't equip the weapon actually. No, I did. It looks like the buff can override. That's a downside. That's a big downside. So like if it lands on Sophia, she can potentially override it. 50, 100, no 40. What's going on? It's probably like in animation and it's showing, but I'm not seeing it. We'll try again. 50, 100. The 40 is not landing. Is it happen every time? At the start of each wave, one other teammate gets 40% attack for 3 turns. I guess I'm just getting unlucky with wherever it's landing. I think it's just purely because of Sophia. Like, RNG I should have got at least once. Is Job worth getting only for 1 copy? I made 1 pull on him and cancelled it. Like... Wait, what? Him and cancelled it? And counted like 5 pulls, so only... I pulled 1 more time. I mean, if you've done 5 pulls for whatever reason, then yeah, you should do 1 more to just get 1 copy, but not recommended to do that in general. Like you should be pulling for committed pulls. Commit to the character that you're pulling for. Yeah, it is overriding because now she's only getting 100%. That is a little bit of a shame, honestly. It's giving attack buff to the people who've already got one. That is a shame. Shame. I want to see it land on 3 different people though. 100%, 50%. Another boom, 66. So I need to have a team with loads of 1535s and no personal buffs. We could try and take that team into the wild and see what happens. I don't know actually. I think leaders are the exception to go all in. Yeah, but I mean, like, you should commit to what you want, you know? Like, for instance, when I said about getting Laura and Akira to 1 copy, you're committing to 1 copy. You shouldn't just pull for the sake of it. Yeah, I wouldn't say his lead skill's that amazing. It's alright. But I wouldn't say his lead skill's that amazing, personally. Where's that Job team? The main thing is his 2 passives, and honestly, he has to be LB3 to get the best out of those passives. His passes are good. Oh, I can actually do some pulls. I need to get another copy of him. So now we have got 40%, 100%, and that's it. 40%, 100%. Yeah. Against this team, it's not so useful. But, GR. Did I just... Don't get stunned. Good. He did get stunned, but on the second attack. Okay, let's see. Can I do any more pulls yet? I might be able to do 1 pull, yeah. No. That's a no. We need some tokens from the level ups. I don't think this is him either, but I was just speaking. Yeah. Like, this is how I do pulls, right? When I see a character, I work out what I need to get them to for them to be what I want them to be. This guy, I have to get him to LB3 because I have to get compounding success and target acquisition too.
Because those are the main things on this guy's kit. In terms of the main power of those two things. Because it gets up to a 100% chance to do crosshairs to 2 characters each turn, and then obviously 100% or 50% attack for each dead teammate, blah 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 blah. And when you have, conversely, you have someone like Akira, you only need 1 copy to get the burning command. Locke was dunking on Winter Harrison again, for shame. I did say that he probably got a buff, actually. I did say, and like, so much so that I could probably build him now, and he'd work really well. To be fair, I don't use that. Do I? I have used that team. Okay, no, I'm definitely not using this team. We'll just use the same team that I use in a different team, but I'll replace Raven with him. Because, like, at the beginning of the fight, I'll stun somebody. Theoretically, with Trader. Marcus Harrison, Sophia, Agent, Laura. Yeah. So who got stunned? He did. So now, you're kind of seeing why I think he's trash. Right? You kind of just got a good reason why I don't think he's good. He just doesn't hit very hard. He just doesn't hit very hard. Now, I didn't hit a crit, so the fact that I don't have a crit multiplier mod doesn't make any difference. No, I'm using the 80. Like, he got 80% attack versus enemies who are stunned. He got 80% damage boost against Sebastian just now, and he didn't scratch him. There's something wrong with Winter Harrison. Or at least mine. At least mine. He just doesn't hit very hard at all, man. You know? Doesn't hit very hard at all. And if we go back in and just use who I normally would use in this slot. It's literally 10 times more damage that she just did. That's why I don't use him. There's no comparison. I mean, But you see, like, Raven doesn't need that, and she you know, I don't have to have another character slot taken up. And her damage isn't that high. It's 400% hits, right? Isn't Harrison 400% hits too? %300. He hit that line twice because I targeted someone with a stun. And he hit for 60k overall. She hit for 500k. To be fair, I'd want Zeke in my team because he's that good. It's funny because we talked about it earlier. And we talked about, like, people have certain play styles. Some people don't like certain characters. Harrison is that guy, man. He's just that guy for me. But he just doesn't seem to hit as hard as he should. Or at least he doesn't hit as hard as other characters do. Like, there's very few characters where I'd say that I'd go ahead and say they just got bug numbers. But I'd definitely say Raven's Rush doesn't hit properly. 100%. Like, those 200% damage hits hit for like 3k sometimes. Does not hit hard enough. And then her basic attack will hit for 160k. But yeah. Zeke is in that spot because his own kit. Yeah, that's what I mean though, like... Yeah. That's the team that I use quite a lot. I wouldn't be able to replace any of those characters with Ezekiel. The only character that I could even think about replacing would be Titan. That's it. And the Titan Trader combo is so useful. It's so useful to just have Titan Rush a lot near the end of the fight. Having the opportunity to normalize every turn is pretty useful though, not gonna lie. But Titan's obviously better for the fact that he can hold a Ransack. Do you have Ransack on your team? Like, that's the main reason he's in my team. Ransack normalize. Different strokes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I use Shane lead. You use Shane lead over Trader. It's nuts, man. That's what I mean. Like, it is different strokes, like you say, but damn. Like, Shane Zeke versus Trader plus Titan as a as a 2. The issue I have with Shane, right? I've talked about it a couple of times before. Is he'd be amazing if he wasn't a leader. The thing that makes him not that great for me is the fact that he's a leader. Because big damage dealers need specialist skills to be like really good. And he doesn't have one. He just does not have one. I never rush with Shane and I love his leads. With the event weapon, Ezekiel can have Ransack too. No. Oh! Yeah, you're right, true. But then he'd lose Pain Split, but you are correct. That is actually a very interesting thing that you just said, though. I was like, I thought you were talking about the strong Ezekiel. I was like, nah, bro, we're talking about the alert one. I mean, I can put the same team together then. Okay, not this team. Did we just build the same team twice? Yeah, we did. So we can try and build the other team. I will get a little bit of a buff though. There will be a little bit of a buff coming in here, right? Because I'll get 2 alert characters now. And the buff will basically mean I get a 20% attack buff instead of a 10% attack buff, which is what I used to have from the alert attacks weapon. Where is he? So you are correct. You are correct. I'm losing so much control, bro. Scroll. Sorry, for God's sake. What? What are you talking about? I can't scroll. I'm swiping. There's no scroll here. If you're talking about this. I think my damage will be improved on my characters a little bit. By like maybe 15%. Which is decent. But man, I'm losing a lot of control for this. A little control. Make sure I've upgraded Zeke. Counter damage reduction. When this falls a critical hit. Minus defense. The impair one is max. That's the only like really important one, right? Cunning is useful, but yeah. This is with the new weapon as well. You're gonna have improved 1535, which gives him 35 crit. Oh no, he doesn't have an adjacent character. It's alert attacks. I can put a ransack weapon in his hands. It's sad that I'm going to do that though, to be honest. I just finally get pain spread and I'm not even going to use it. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Tits McGee. I won't attack Tits McGee. It's so good. I mean, yeah, this is the team. That's it. Right? Straight away. Straight away. I can't control him, right? Unless I do Raven. So I have to like specifically do Raven attacks in a certain way now. That's what I have to do. The defense down is nice though. This is from who is it? Shane. Yeah, that's nice. Stun resist. It's like it's risky. Yeah, he resisted. Does he have a chance to impair someone else? No. Oh wait. He didn't die. Did he not get hit? How's he been alive for this long? I would have already beaten this team. I don't even know what happened. I thought he died. Oof. Oof. Ransack will work nicely against him though. Ransack will work nicely against him. TBH. Because like, You can ransack the resist first. That is actually pretty nice. No, that is pretty nice. Okay, we've got Mad and Pez. Mad and Pez. Do we try and hit her? Or what? Oh damn, we probably should have tried. Maybe I use Akira instead of Laura here. Just for the impair. Because I need that control as like an option. Yeah, that's great. That's great, mate. Alright, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Man, I would normally blitz this team though, I will say that. It's just because without Trader, I have such lack of control. It's mad. Without Trader, the control is lacking. Big time. Big time. I guess I just have to pick, like, choose between them. Maybe I'll use Akira on the other team though, because I don't necessarily need the AP. Support. New weapon. I'll lose attack stat, but I'll get 100% attack at the beginning of the turn. As long as it doesn't land on Zeke, you know? So like in this case, I could impair him to the end of the fight. You know? I probably should have, okay. So a pretty weak Rick, to be honest. Yeah, Akira works better. Like, my lack of control with no Trader, I have to take Akira. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I have to use Akira on that team. Like, without Akira, I honestly feel naked when I attack in fights without enough control. That's why, like, I don't like using Shane because of that. Like, it's too many damage dealers. Like, none of those three really add much other than damage, except Raven in a certain way. But yeah. Ezekiel has Impair when he's attacking, but it's the character that he attacks. So there's downsides to that, you know. That attack order was horrendous. No, there was nothing wrong with the attack orders. It was just that I didn't have anything to use. I mean, this could even work against these sort of teams. Okay, it's not this sort of team. It is not this sort of team. 58k burn, not too bad. Does he get Halo, right? Oh, he got decapped. Oh, yeah, because of Lao Po. Yeah, it could be good as an option. It'll be nicer once I get Ransack. I did fine with that team. You might want to do what I did. Do you use Akira as your command in that team though? So is it Akira instead of Laura? Trader's can control. Yeah, I mean, Trader's undoubtedly the best leader. You still use Laura, man. Like Eris is a problem against that team. Yeah. But it is nice to be able to potentially hit a normalize every turn. Is there a different leader I could use instead? Let's think. What about this new dude? The Job. Because Job will give me attack bonuses or boost Raven. Don't have like an amazing weapon for him. I will get a little bit of impair potential because the impair weapon. I've got Daze potential because of his Sig. Crosshairs. I lose Ransack, but if I put Ransack here, I get it back. And then Zeke basically becomes exactly like whatchamacallit. Okay, they're both tanks, right? Yeah. Okay, so I need to do this one here. Whew. And just hope we hit here. Okay, that's good. That's alright. That's okay. And we can do this. Actually, we can probably nuke the bottom one here. Zeke dead. He only has 27k HP. Man, that seems so low. $27k. Yeah, that was nice. 26k. I probably prefer Job to Shane. Raulito's got the same issue as Shane. I'll put Raulito in an effect-based team, but he just doesn't do much else except I'm like, heal reduction's okay, but he doesn't do much else except damage, like burn and right. He doesn't have control and stuff like that, or any control potential. I know Job's is limited, but Decap's nice. He can hold the impair weapon. He is a character that has a chance of blocking their weapons as well, which is decent. But yeah. This is, I think, definitely better than the one I built. It's very similar, but it's funny because I had Tyrese in that slot instead of Ezekiel, and for some reason that was worse. I think it's because his damage was just too kind of uncontrolled. and obviously less control overall. Yeah. His teammates do more damage to burning. Oh no, I know that. I know that. He'll be like Shane. He'll increase the damage overall. But I don't lack damage in that team, to be honest. Sophia and Raven are like two of the biggest damage dealers in the game. What my teams generally lack is control, and I talked about it actually yesterday on stream, at the end of the war stream. What the game misses is two things, right? Free to play, like actually the best place to look at it is here. If you go into the lieutenants, right? It's 5 roles. Which of these roles is underrepresented within free to play? I would probably say it's this one, right? Damage role. Few and far between. Get a good one every like year, and I mean legit every year. There aren't a huge amount of good free-to-play damage characters. The best free-to-play damage characters have been former promos that went into the Gold Mythic World. The only ones that have been good was in year 1 we got Sandy. Then at the end of year 1 we got Lydia. And then at the end of year 2, we got Heng Yan. I don't think there's really anyone else that jumps out. Support and control. That's all free to play get is support and control. That's all they get. Most free to play characters are support or control. They're not very good. This is the thing. Free-to-play characters are one-dimensional, right? So they're good at one particular thing, but they're not really good at a lot of things. And then most of those characters we get are control and support characters. Adversely, promos have an issue. They don't get controllers that much for attack teams. We did a search in the tower just for fun. Right? There has been, I believe, 1 attack team control character since the Mythics came out. Like 1, like proper control character. Right? That's one. The rest, I mean, more support than anything. He's got the endless stun, but in terms of being able to do damage and be reasonable, but Georgia even has her downsides. But these are old characters. Like, we're already getting back to like the original characters that came out in the game. There's barely any promos that control for attack. You know? Defense, free to play. I need a princess, you know. I need that sort of character. I need a character that is a bit dominant on attack control wise. I need a character that's gonna daze every turn, 0 cooldown sig. You know, 1 character gets dazed for 2 turns at least. I need a little bit of control. I mean, daze isn't even that powerful against a lot of teams, but Winter Marcus, free to play. That's what I'm saying. Free to play get control characters, but not promos. And he's a little bit one-dimensional. I think he is pretty good though. I think if you properly upgraded him, put a lot of investment into him, he'd be actually pretty decent. And then, like I said, here, Heng Yan, free to play. Everyone else on this screen is a promo, unaccessible Argus, or like not really doing like crazy damage. Probably would have been better if it was a support character. Like Slasher would have been better if he was a controller. Arav kind of underpowered. But he might get a boost now, actually. But it might be too late because of his stats. Brutus was interesting. But that's what I'm saying. Like you get one every now and again. Titan was very hard to get early on. Gentleman needed Trader to be good. Lydia. That's pretty much it, right? Oh, to be fair, Rosita was really good too. Rosita was really good. She was kind of underrated, to be honest, but just hasn't been like considering Mythics have been out for like, we're coming up to year we're in year 3, right? Or we're in the 3rd year of Mythics, and we've maybe had like 3 good damage dealers on it for free to play in that time. That's nuts. Like 3 or 4 max. 3 or 4 max. I still use Benjamin. Yeah, like I say, I think if you fully upgrade him, he's probably going to be actually pretty decent. But if we go to like control, on this screen right here, like right here, we have 5 free-to-play characters. Like, you see the difference, right? 5 free-to-play control characters, and they're all for attack teams. It's just none of them are like top tier. They're all okay-ish. And like Raulito, the best thing he brings to the table isn't even the fact that he does control, because he doesn't do any control. He does kill reduction. We don't know that we need free-to-play attack character, probably alert. I don't think we've had a free-to-play alert damage dealer. I could be wrong. Gentleman was part of a battle pass. No, look, you can see. This is the start. That's it. There's no free-to-play characters here. All were promos, except this one. And he was, let's be honest, not that big a deal. So that's the only free-to-play alert that's come out. And that's what we've got. That's the only... This guy is what stands up against like those strong Denise teams for free-to-plays. Now, obviously, you can theoretically get Kenny from Gold Mythic Will and stuff now. But they're just not good enough. Yeah, there's big holes in the game. When you say a gold rush with different tunes, what do you mean? Because there will be a gold rush and they'll add a new character. But this is it. They're not doing any more than this. Like the odds, like you can see the characters. These are the last exclusives. There's only been 4, I think. Right? Arav, Rhodey, Cal, and Corvus. Yeah, that's never going to happen. It's so diluted. I mean, personally, I don't mind this wheel. It kind of is what it is. The issue I have is the characters we don't have access to. Everything after here. Like, look how far back I'm scrolling, guys. And these are all inaccessible characters. Still inaccessible. The last one was Sebastian, right? Yeah. And then even Michelle and Ophelia. So Michelle and Ophelia that you see here, plus everything that I'm about to scroll past, is inaccessible. Look at how many characters it's just characters upon characters upon characters that we can't get. That is crazy. It's crazy. How many characters is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 would make it 80. So you're looking at 78 characters that we can't get. That is mind-boggling. Actually, to be fair, Heng Yan's in here. He's available. So that makes it 77. Rhodey's here. Cal's here. And Corvus is here. So that makes it 74. I think Arav came out before, right? Oh, Pete Anderson's here as well. 73. I think Arav's back here somewhere. No? Was he included in the ones I did? Yeah. Okay, 72 characters, guys. The rest are unavailable. Sorry, the 72 are unavailable. The rest, the extras are like Gold Mythic Wheel, tokens. I personally think this is crazy. Take out the trash. Nah, I think they have to leave the Gold Mythic token wheel as it is. They should create a new wheel though. And then they should give those tokens away in war. Like exclusively give those tokens away in war. And maybe like in level ups, like finishing in certain positions. Just every solo tournament you get one pull for finishing first. And then factions get like half a pull for finishing first. Like that's what the game needs. Because Scopia are never going to make the current top tier resources available to everybody, right? It's just not going to happen. Like if you look at the offers, this is how they make their money. They're selling the top tier resources. You know? They're selling like the crates. That's what they're banking on you buying these items for. Because they're trying to get you to buy these, you know. So if they start giving these away, people aren't going to buy them as much. So they need to create more resources. In other gacha games, they've got like 5 or 6 more top level resources than RTS does. So those games give away pools. Like it's actually funny. I was talking about this to Seamless recently. In another game we play, we get pulls for free so much. In a month, we'll get like 50 pulls for free at least. And it's 100 for a guaranteed character in that game. But like an actual proper character. Whereas pulling here, we're only really going to get an air quotes proper character from a certain percentage of these pulls, right? Like Liam below is like not really a proper character. Sebastian, sorry. And some of these upper ones are not proper characters to most people as well. I think I actually do have someone to upgrade. Yeah. Do you think he's usable, LB2? Slowly getting him with all my pulls. Don't think I've got anyone else. Imagine I get him to LB3 before I get Nick to LB3. I got Preach as well. Okay, I'll do that one. Imani? Don't think I got any of these guys. Pretty sure I did not. That's pretty decent though. Is there a giveaway today? Is there a giveaway today? Is it stars? I think it's stars, right? Yeah, I think it's Stars giveaway today. Seems right. I just realised his grade 1 is kind of like Wolverine. Does it give you Wolverine vibes, guys? Is it just me? And the new character you got was a cheat code and you're supposed to nerf. I have to read the kit. Is the character just a dark version, or does it have like a normal version as well? Like some characters have like a normal version plus a dark version. Because I got the dark. I got that dragon lady who's dark version, and she seems pretty good. And let's do the giveaway, guys. Oh, it has a light and a dark version. Interesting. She's quite new, right? I think she's quite new. The fact that you're saying she's OP without the upgrades, though, is hilarious. Okay, I'll link it in chat, guys. I think that the Stars entry phrase was Eagle. I could be wrong. Eagle! What was that from? Scrubs? I think it's from Scrubs. Sorry. There you go. That link should work for you guys. Keyword filter. I think it was Eagle. Eagle. Yeah, it looks good. Keyword filter. Eagle. I'll give you a couple minutes, guys. If you need to go enter, you just have to use the word eagle in part of a sentence on that video. You can just type eagle, but it's risky. Like, YouTube can sometimes block comments. Has anyone gone over to the video and entered? Let me know. I mean, I kind of guess how long it would take, but it's always good to know. It's always good to know. Yes, Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, here we go. We have got 63 entries. The winner of 10,000, I think it's Ultra tokens, right? He's an Ultra, so it makes sense. The winner of 10,000 Ultra tokens is going to be Lord Bradley. Lord Bradley. Lord Bradley is the current longest, well, the person with the longest membership, like, time in pure numbers. I think he's really, really, really close to 48 months. Really close to 48 months. Gonna be the first blue badge on the channel. Congrats to Lord Bradley. I will contact you on the YouTubes. If you're watching this on a replay, message me on Discord. Get yourself some tokens. If you want to, guys, you can go enter the Job giveaway. That's for 10,000 advanced. We will do that. We'll do that draw next Monday, though, because that character only just came out. Nothing sus about that. I think that's the first time Lord Bradley's ever won. I think. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. He may have won some of the gold mythic tokens once upon a time, you know, back in the day. So, yeah, really good return on his investment there. Nearly 48 months of membership, and he wins one giveaway. You're not being a member to win giveaways, guys. There's no correlation there. I assure you. I assure you. It's just to support my channel. Just to support my channel. At least it's not Bretland again. I don't think Bretland's here, but me and Bretland have actually laughed about this because he won a couple of times before. This is like, Bretland always wins. I don't think Bretland's won anything on my channel for like 6 months. The last time he got anything was at Christmas, and I'm pretty sure Jam won, and she just said that he could have the tokens. Like, I'm pretty sure he hasn't won anything for ages. He had a hot streak at one point, but then it all dried up. It all dried up. Right, no buffs for subbed. I mean, it's not my website that I do the draw on, so I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say at all. I'm not even sweating right now. It's not even my website, you know? It's all good. It's all good. Oh, damn. I nearly forgot this. Nearly forgot. The old spinning website was nicer, more like roulette. I could always say I almost won. I agree, but then the old website got a bit weird, where like it was not doing a pop-up. It was just pushing me onto an advertisement page, very randomly, and it happened once on stream. And honestly, it made me jump out of my skin because I don't know what could be on that page, you know, and it can affect my channel. He wasted his luck on backup wins. Hey, he would have walked away with a few gold mythic tokens at the time. A fair few. But, yeah. Like, wasting your luck on something. Talk about wasting your luck. Those crates where you can get 100,000 Ultra and 100,000 Advance. I managed to hit the gold one twice. Like, gold mythic token one. One time I hit when it was actually a big thing. But I've also hit when it's been nothing, which is... I hit it like a month or two ago. During the last Gold Rush, I think. He was always the backup winner, but people always claimed so he'd get nothing. Oh, right. True. True. That is true. Brandon made a deal. He can only win if he's backup winner. I saw a video, guys, today, or maybe it was yesterday, I can't remember. And it was like loads of Americans filming someone in a grocery store, and it turned out to be like Messi going grocery shopping with his family. Because he moved to Miami. I did think it was kind of weird that he did the grocery shopping himself. I think he maybe thought, people won't know me here, but... yeah, he's a reasonably recognizable guy. Reasonably recognizable. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do on this roadmap. I sometimes do it all, but we're going to leave it. Battle Pass ends in a couple of days, guys. So if you need to get some points to wrap things up, or if you want to buy the Battle Pass, now's your chance. I'm almost definitely not buying it. Unfortunately, like, I look at the Battle Pass purely at the weapon now. The resources are nice, but it's purely about the weapon now, for me. And I generally will only buy if it's a proper top tier weapon, not even if it's a decent weapon. Like, I didn't even buy the hemorrhage weapon, which I thought was nice. I think it's returned. This is the first time I see Battle Pass weapons return, actually. Yeah. Isn't this the weapon? Domo, you bought this, right? See, Domo was more of a whale than me when it came to that Battle Pass. This is the weapon from that Battle Pass, though. It was Eric's guarding assault rifle. It looks really nice, to be honest, like visually. It does look very nice. How much does it cost here? 125 cans. $21. So it costs 120 quids, but you get a crap ton of stuff here. Like, you get a lot of advanced tokens. A lot. They're selling advanced tokens, so they do know they exist still. They do know they exist. Let me just buy the cans. Yeah. If you just want the cans, here you go. Like, what does one can get you? Or 5 cans? Does it get you anything? One can gets you a... oh yeah, so for $5 you get that. That doesn't seem worth... doesn't seem worth. And then for $10, it doesn't seem worth either. The $90. I'm pretty. I mean, I kind of agree with what you're saying, because I primarily want the weapon at the end. If they were to sell me that, if they were to sell the cans for like $20, with no extras for 125 cans, it's possible that I'd be interested. Because I kind of want to get that weapon. I missed it on the battle pass. But it's weird that they're reselling this. Like, really weird. That means they're leaving the door open to sell Jesus' absolute defense pistol. But that's still 100 cans for $100 without the extras. What, this one? Do you think they're adding the cost onto this because of the extras? I think they are. Let's just see what you get just purely for the cans. You're getting 3, 5, 9, 15, 25k advanced tokens, the pistol, the weapon, and 2 mods. Right, 25k advanced tokens, the pistol. They're like repeat weapons as well. The weapons will put like $5 price on, so that's $10. The mods will be like, I don't know, maybe like $2 prices on them. That's $14. 25k. I reckon $20 for just 125 cans is reasonable. No extras. They've already sold the BP weapons on offers, like the Jesus pistol. Have they? They've sold the Jesus pistol before. Huh. I just don't look at those offers, to be honest. But that was more recently, right? That's been in the last like 3 to 4 months. I got bitten by a mosquito, guys. It's doing my head in. Doing my head in. Okay. I'm gonna be jumping off, guys. My next stream will be Thursday. I'll probably have a video come out on Wednesday. We'll see what comes out between now and then. And yeah, I've got to organise some content this week. I'm working on my new PC, of course, so my time's gonna be devoted to that a little bit. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope to see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your week. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving. Goodbye, goodbye, guys. Goodbye, goodbye.